Hey there guys, what's going on? Today we've got another video in our best class setups in Modern Warfare series. We are looking at the newest, hottest, fastest killing MP5 class setup in Modern Warfare, and just hear me out here, this one doesn't even run the 10mm ammo, which is super spicy, I know. I originally thought this was a bit of a meme. The 10mm ammo has always been the way to go with the MP5. You just shred people up close and medium range. But here, we're actually not using the 10mm ammo. Here we've got the absolute best, fastest killing MP5 class setup in Modern Warfare. Season 3 is not too far away, so I'm super excited to try out all the new weapons and map content, and I'll definitely have extra content in store when that does drop. But just before we do talk about this class setup, let's try and get this video to 15 likes. We've not asked for anything that high before, but I reckon you guys can do it with all the support that the videos have been receiving recently. It has been absolutely wild. So huge thank you to everybody who supported me and my videos. We did, of course, recently hit 760 subscribers, which we are well on our way to 800 now. Also, 96.2% of you watching this video are not subscribed. So if you are new around here, make sure you hit that subscribe button with the notifications turned on so you do get notified when my videos go live. Let's try and get this number closer to about 90%. Right, let's talk about the new best class setup for the MP5. So the MP5 has always been one of those god guns in Modern Warfare, and I've messed around with other class setups previously, like I've been featuring the class that Scump does use to great effect, and I've talked about other classes individually, but today we have here what I believe is the new fastest killing best MP5 class setup. So let's jump straight into it here, no messing around, straight into the class setup. I always keep this class around just in case I absolutely need to dominate a lobby. So we'll start off with our sidearm perks and grenade choices, and we'll go over them quite quickly because they are pretty much the same on most of my classes. Our sidearm is, of course, the 357 Snake Shot Revolver because it's still one of the most powerful weapons in the game, and it's only a sidearm. We have set it up like this with the 357 long barrel, the 1mW laser, the lightweight trigger, the snake shot, and the stippled grip tape. This is a perfect option for pulling out if you're at super close range and sort of you may have run out of MP5 ammo. From what I can tell, there has been a little bit of a shift in the perk meta recently, and most people are running around with these three perks. Either in the first perk slot, you've got either EOD or Quick Fix, which does help you get that health regeneration started, and this is pretty good if people aren't running mass explosives. So if there's nobody running like lots and lots of C4s, you can probably just go with Quick Fix, but even if people start chucking around explosives and stuff, you'll probably want that EOD. Perk 2, we do have Ghost, which is really handy for staying off the radar. It's a super fantastic option for staying hidden on UAVs, and it's a perfect combination with our third perk, which is Tracker, which does let you see enemy footsteps, and you can also see enemy death markers. It does hide the markers of enemies that you do kill. Call of Duty is an interesting game where every single piece of information that you get or you give away can be the difference between you getting killed. So this tracker option is another one that sort of lets us be really powerful on the flank and sort of stay very stealthy. In the lethal slot, we usually roll with this C4, but all the lethal options do their job in a fantastic way. They're all very usable and useful. They each have their own little niches that they do cover, like your proximity mines and your claymores are pretty good for covering areas and watching your back and stuff like that. And then you get like a C4 or a thermite for area denial. It's sort of, they're all very useful, and they're all very good. And of course, in the tactical slot, we're only running the stim shot. It's just super powerful to sometimes have a second or a third life if you are running the ammo box. Per life is really powerful. Starting off with the attachments, in the muzzle slot, we've not got anything because we've skipped over it here. We are locked out of it because of the barrel that we have chosen. So we've gone with the monolithic integral suppressor instead. With this, we do get sound suppression and bullet velocity. This barrel really does let our bullets hit the target as fast as possible. You really don't give people too much of a chance up close or at medium range, plus you're really hard to track down when you're running a suppressor and the combination of Ghost and Tracker. We do, of course, lose a little bit of aim down sight speed with this, but that's pretty normal for a barrel attachment. We can make up what we lose here with other attachments, so you don't have to worry about that too much. I mean, just imagine if an MP5 had a barrel that gave it damage range, bullet velocity, and recoil control. I'm pretty sure then we'd actually have the best gun in the game. By so far, it's not even funny, so maybe we'll see one of those in the future. Maybe, we'll see. So in the barrel slot, we do have the monolithic integral suppressor, and that's the first attachment for this fastest killing MP5 class. We've skipped over the laser slot. Normally, we'd make a small argument for the tac laser just for the aim down sight bonuses. It's really powerful from pretty much every AR and SMG in the game, but I don't think we've got enough slots here. I feel like we're making full use of all of our other attachments, so we've skipped over it here. Same goes for an optic. I actually really like the iron sights on the stock MP5. They are really clean. I'd probably use a GO mini reflex or an LP5 mini reflex just if we did have the space, but we don't, so we move on. Next, we've got the stock slot, and this we've got another super powerful option. Now here we've got the F-Tac collapsible for the movement speed and aim down sight speed. We do, of course, again, lose a little bit of recoil control with this, but it's not super worrying as we've got other recoil controlling attachments to help balance it out. This is one of the best attachments in the game for pretty much every weapon to play more aggressively. Like, you can throw this on pretty much any weapon that just gives these stats, and it makes it way more powerful. You're already super consistent when you are running an SMG, but this allows you to move way, way faster and just sort of move around the map in a very aggressive way. Plus, the aim down sight speed is always one of the most powerful stats that you can get. Getting those sights up and firing the first shot is usually enough to win most gunfights, apart from maybe against like a shotgun up close. So of course, in the stock slot, we've picked the always reliable F-Tac Collapsible, and that's the second attachment in this fastest killing MP5 class. Next, in the ammo slot, you'll want to run the 45 round mags, which I know is a bit of a shock horror as we're not using the 10mm rounds here, but the stock MP5 does have a regular 30 round mag, which can feel a little bit short sometimes, especially when you're trying to take out more than one person. Like, if you round the corner and there's 1, 2, 3, or 4 dudes there, I mean, you're in a little bit of trouble anyway, but if you've got 45 rounds rather than 30, you're definitely going to be more favored in that fight. This is especially prevalent if you are trying to go on those longer streaks. Like, if you're going to go on those nuke streaks like I've been trying to do recently, you will need as much ammo as possible. And I think you get, it'd be what, 135 bullets, so 45 plus 45 plus 45 is 135? My maths is hard, but yeah. So with those extra 135 bullets, or the total 135 bullets, you are able to be very, very effective and go on streaks for a long, long time. Plus, if you are running the ammo box, you'll eventually get more ammo back, which is really strong too. You'll definitely need as many bullets as possible with this thing. Simple answer for a very simple question. Do we need more bullets? If the answer is yes, you get more bullets. We do get slowed down a little bit by this, but it balances out nicely with our inclusion of our stock slot, which is the F-Tac Collapsible from memory. We do know the power of the 10mm ammo with the increased damage and range, but I think with this class setup, as we're sort of mostly focusing on medium range fights, we're just powerful enough without the 10mm ammo. When I was using this, I did forget about the 10mm ammo. Like, I didn't notice that I was using it, which is actually wild. I thought it was a must-have attachment. So in the ammo slot, of course, we want the 45 round mags, and that's why we've chosen it as our third attachment in this class setup. Next, we've got the rear grip slot, and we could not leave off the greatest of all time attachment in this game, the Stipply Gripply Tape. Aim down sight speed and sprint to fire speed are absolutely the best stats in this game, for sure. Like, every single fight you get into, this is used. I mean, most of the attachments in the game are like that, but this one in particular, we do lose a little bit of control with this attach, but like with the stock slot with the reduced recoil control, just don't worry about it too much. You just slap this on and you shred people. With this combination of attachments, we just aim down sights so quickly. Those sights are up before you know it, and you're already spraying people down. You already know how powerful this Stipple Grip Tape is. You and I have both probably got it on every single class setup that we do have, and it's definitely one of the best attachments in the game for sure. I guess you could also make an argument for one of the recoil reducing options in the rear grip slot. Like, if you do struggle a little bit with the recoil that you do get from the MP5, which is, that's fine, no shame there, you can consider putting on like a rubberized grip tape, but you'll be missing out on the absolute greatest of all time attachments, so do keep that in mind. So of course, in our rear grip slot, we've got the stippled grip tape, and that's our fourth attachment in this overpowered class setup. And lastly, we need something to tackle the recoil from the MP5, and that is our underbarrel slot, of course. We've actually got two fantastic options here in the Merc foregrip for that recoil control and hip fire accuracy, and the Commando foregrip for the recoil stabilization and aiming stability. We do lose a little bit of aim walking movement speed and aim down sight speed and movement speed respectively, but like I said, we're not too super fussed about losing stats here because we've got it covered with other attachments, so not a big deal. The MP5 does have a little bit of kick, there's no way around that, that's not a lie. Without a foregrip attachment, the recoil can be pretty unreliable at times, but with one of these fantastic grips attached, you're able to be very accurate. Both of these make us super reliable at medium range, which is all we really care about. We don't care too much about long range or short range, which recoil doesn't really play much of a factor, but medium range is the sort of honey zone. You'll be hitting more shots with this. This is pretty simple. If you are concerned about the vertical recoil from the MP5, plus you like the added bonus of a tight hipfire spread, go with the Merc foregrip. If you're looking to control the horizontal recoil from the MP5, which can be a little bit wild sometimes, go with the Commando foregrip. Both of these are fantastic options for our control, and in this case, I'm going with the Merc foregrip, and that is our last attachment for this fantastic MP5 class. So this is our full class setup here, all these attachments combined to make the MP5 still one of the most powerful weapons and definitely the best SMG in the game. Overall, this is definitely one of my favourite weapons to be using at the moment, as it's definitely the fastest killing setup for the MP5 in my opinion. If you are looking for a weapon that's absolutely one of the best in the game, look no further than this particular MP5 class. It's definitely still a toss-up for me as to the best weapon in the game, like different days I say different things. I'm still leaning a bit more towards the Grau 556 as one of the best, but the M4 and the MP5 are both still excellent choices. If you did enjoy this or it did help you out at all, make sure you do leave a like and do subscribe. If you are new around here, of course, we recently passed 760 subscribers, which is absolutely insane, and we are of course rocketing towards 800, which Oh man, that blows my mind. And all the likes and comments that you guys do leave really help me out by letting me know that you are enjoying the videos. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video, guys. Bye.